Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here and welcome to BMTV. Okay, this week I'm very excited to have John Penn from Apac Packaging here. Hello, John.
Hi, Greg. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks very much for coming in.
Not a problem.
So, you are from Apac and you are the distributor for Kaleidoscope balloons and party supplies here in the UK.
That's correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about Apac and Kaleidoscope?
Apac Packaging have been around since the 1970s. First of all started as supplying growers with products and then obviously progressed from there on into supplying more and more product into the floristry industry. That's really the main business that we're in. Kaleidoscope balloons came around in 2013 when we were looking for a good quality balloon product to be able to supply to the florist industry.
Tell us a little bit more about the brand Kaleidoscope.
It comes from a manufacturer in Mexico called Convertidora. They are predominantly very big in North America and South America. Some of your viewers may know of Convertidora by their American name, which is Conver USA. In South America, they have a 50-50 partnership with Anagram and they're called Convergram.
Right, okay.
Kaleidoscope Balloons is the name that they wanted to use for the UK and European market.
Okay, so it's in Mexico. It's quite a big manufacturer, isn't it?
Yeah, we produce, the company itself produces around about 12 million balloons per month, which is quite staggering really when you think about it. And they employ around, I think it is 2,000 staff.
And are they one of the bigger manufacturers?
Second biggest manufacturer in the world.
Wow.
Dare I say Anagram being number one.
Yeah. So John, tell us a little bit more about your role within Apac.
Right, I'm the area sales manager for the southeast of England. Basically, the easiest way to explain it is draw a line across the top of Coventry and everything below that is mine.
So southeast, that's
it.
south, isn't it?
South, well, yeah, the south.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's a big old area.
Yeah, fair size.
Yeah, so
to say the least.
So you must get a few miles in on the road.
Certainly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do clock them up.
So how long have you been with Apac?
Apac started in March 2014 to date.
All right, okay, so relatively new. And what's your history before then? Where have you?
History before then, I worked for 13 years for another company in the party and greeting cards mainly.
Oh, right, okay.
I was asked to come and work for Apac to help launch the full balloon side of the business, which is what I've helped do between me and Kevin and Helen. And we've obviously grown it from there. We've now obviously from full balloons, we've now introduced things like party banners, badges.
Yeah.
We've also done latex balloons, but we've also done the balloon boxes, which you've shown on BMTV before.
Yeah.
And the product is moving on from there. We've also got some tableware coming soon, which is another new line that we're doing. So there are more and more things, dare I say, in the pipeline, but we're trying to grow the business nice and slowly, not to make it take off like a rocket. We want to make sure that we do nice little steps and that we get the steps right.
Because you've got a couple of catalogues there, haven't you? One is your first one.
Yes, that's our
you can see the difference
just for you people out there in YouTube land, as you can see, it's probably not as thick as some of the catalogues that are out there in the marketplace for balloons. But obviously, moving on to 2015, we've now produced our second issue, and it's obviously increased somewhat. So you can imagine what it's going to be like in 2016.
Yeah. And
it's going to be bigger still.
It's just going to grow and grow and grow. When I first talked about Kaleidoscope balloons on a previous episode of BMTV, it was I like the name, the Gellibean balloon, and it's sort of this very shiny finish, which
that's correct.
I really like. What's the difference in a Gellibean balloon and a foil balloon?
Right, Gellibean balloon it's a different manufacturing process. It's made from plastic. Okay. And it's actually printed reverse, whereas it's inside out, whereas normal balloons are printed outside in as foils.
Oh, right, okay. I didn't realise that, because of course foil balloons all start as, well, they're a silver foil, aren't they? And if you get a plain colour foil, that's just printed on there.
Foil balloons, they're over-printed.
Yeah.
Whereas with jelly beans are reverse printed from the inside out. So obviously there's nothing will rub off.
That's a little benefit I didn't know about. So there you go. Benefit of Gellibean balloons right there. They don't rub off. But you also do some of the normal foil balloons and things as well. And you do some more unusual things, such as these pillar boxes. So what are these used for?
Well, they're new into the marketplace. Obviously, they're primarily aimed at the event people. So for weddings and so on and so forth, to be rented out.
Yeah.
So that's the marketplace that that's actually aimed at.
Actually, we did some research when we were getting these in, and we discovered that they're normally rented out each time for, well, it varies in price, but from around £60 for a smaller tabletop one to hundreds of pounds for bigger ones. So these are a really good investment, because particularly at the price, just because you're going to make your money back pretty quickly. Rent them out a couple of times,
well,
and
true, yeah.
it's perfect. And what about these sort of things? I see more and more of these sort of things on Pinterest and stuff like that.
The LED lights, they're actually just new in. They came in around about 2 weeks ago, so they're brand new into the marketplace. We do 0 to 9 in the numbers. There's also a light up Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
A couple of loves, and 2 Christmas ones, one in white and one in red.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited about these. I really like these. I think they're going to go really well.
I think they're very, very well constructed as well for what they are.
So we're probably going to get all of those in. Let's just have a look. Oh yeah, that is very solid. And it's just got a normal little switch there to switch it on and off. Yeah, that's nice. Wooden. So let's hope it doesn't fall off there.
Don't want that happening.
So what's the main difference, would you say, in Kaleidoscope balloons and other manufacturers' balloons? Obviously, we've talked about the manufacturing process for the Gellibeans. What else?
The one thing that really sticks out about Kaleidoscope balloons is quality. Back in Mexico, they have stringent tests for quality control. And I can sit here now and say that, you know, we get very, very little returns, I must say. So to me, that says it's a good quality product.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier on that somebody that's ordered 5,000 balloons from you has had less than 1% return rate, which...
That's it, yeah, well, less...
That's 0.5%.
5,034 each numbers across the different colours, and has actually returned me up to date less than about 98.
Yeah.
So I think that speaks volumes for the product.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It is.
We've obviously got some of your products here today that we've seen already. What would you say your best-selling products are at the moment?
Best-selling products at the moment would be the lower age balloons, or lower age captions, as I say, from age 1 to 5. Those were specifically made for the UK and European market. For some strange reason, the American market doesn't do low ages.
Ah, right. Okay.
Which I find quite mind-blowing, but apparently it's age 13 in South America, and obviously 16 in North America.
So what do they do before then?
I have no idea, but obviously lower ages were specifically for the UK market and European markets.
So there's distraught children in America and South America that never experience balloons until they're later.
I know. In all honesty, Greg, I find it really, really strange. But
yeah.
Hey, maybe the UK is completely different to the rest of the world. Who knows?
So these lower age balloons, are they all specific designs? So they're not just, you don't have a 2 and a 3 and a 4 that all look the same design?
They're all age specific. As you can see, the 2-year-old carries obviously a nice little monster on the front.
Okay.
And then when we move up to the age 5, it's got space and so on and so forth for the females as well. So, but they are, like as I said, they are selling very, very well at this present moment in time.
Excellent. So do you have a favourite product?
Favourite product? Probably the Birth.
Okay.
Believe it or not. You've got one on the table, which is obviously a Gellibean. And
I think we inflated one of those before, didn't we? I think that was on another episode of
probably
BMTV.
On another episode. Some of the designs that we do in the Birth, I think, are very, very good.
Yeah.
And they sort of basically stick out from the crowd, as one would say.
Yeah. So what challenges are facing the balloon and party industry at the moment, John?
Challenges. I think probably the biggest challenge at the moment is probably helium. As everybody will rightly know, I mean, the price of helium has gone up dramatically over probably the last 2 or 3 years. So I think that's a big challenge. Trends, probably the fact is that we're the new boys on the block and the upstarts, that I think that some other people now have to look at what they're doing and obviously move things forward.
So, Apac, you are in supermarkets and garden centres, and you sell directly to them. Is that right?
No, I'll have to stop you there, Greg. We're specifically selling to the wholesale market.
All right, okay.
When it says on the website regarding supermarkets and garden centres, that's purely the floristry side of the business. That's not the party side of the business. The party side of the business, we're there to support the local wholesaler, stroke greeting card or party outlet.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's good to know. One other thing, how can we support our customers that are retailers, that are balloon decorators, with Kaleidoscope products?
People like a variation of products, and at the moment you can buy from 2 or 3 people. I just hope that our product is a little bit different from the norm, and that it's well packaged, it's good value, and at the end of the day I believe it's designs that sell, and I think we've got a very good design range.
So plans for the next 12 months for Apac and Kaleidoscope, what do they look like, John?
At this present moment in time, we're having a brand new warehouse built on site where we are at the moment, which is going to be around about 82,000 square foot. But that's not just to stock balloons, that's to really stock everything that we do. Moving forward, Kaleidoscope or Convertadora as a company are looking to then obviously use us as a springboard to not only do more business in the UK, but obviously then move into the European market. We've had promises from or been told from the factory that once we've got the warehouse up and running, that they're prepared to give us 500,000 balloons, which is virtually every line they stock that we'll be able to stock for the UK and European market.
So it'd be fair to say that the goals for the business in the next 12 months is growth.
Yes,
yes. And this new building is really going to help you.
Yes, it will be a springboard for us to move, like I said, to move into Europe then, which the factory are fully behind.
So John, everybody that comes in, I like to ask a few fun questions to find out a little bit more. So sure. I've written those down. Now let's have a look. So you may have seen 1 or 2 of these on previous BMTV shows. First one, ultimate dinner party. Who would you invite?
Ultimate dinner party. I'm going to be slightly controversial here. I'd like to invite the Top Gear team as one, followed by Mary Whitehouse. Let's mix it up a little bit. And Ferdinand Porsche.
Okay.
So they're a bit of a strange mix, but I think it'd work quite well.
I think that'd be an interesting dinner conversation there, definitely. Okay, so you're on a desert island. You've got food and water, the basics. What are your 3 non-essential items that you would take with you?
3 non-essential items. I could really sort of go to town with this one. Windbreak, because I'm on a desert island.
Okay.
Be quite good. And not like Nikki, I wouldn't obviously look for hair straighteners. I'd probably take a bottle of Head and Shoulders and obviously a razor, because obviously in the mornings I'd like to look good when I get up.
Okay, very important on a desert island. Very important. All right, favourite chocolate bar?
Favourite chocolate bar, Cadbury's Fruit and Nut, and I must say that obviously there are other chocolates available.
All right, now it's a few option choices now.
All right.
Sweet or savoury?
Oh, sweet, definitely.
Okay. Cat or dog?
Dog.
Lazy holiday or an active holiday?
Oh, toughie. 50-50.
Okay. All right. Classical or rock?
Ooh, rock.
Rugby or football?
Rugby.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Strictly or X Factor?
X Factor.
Okay. And last but not least, EastEnders or Corrie?
Oh, I'm going to have to say Hollyoaks.
John, thanks very much for coming in. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
That's it from us this week. Have a great week and I'll see you next week. Bye. Now, the first new product we've got is the Confetti Shooter. We have had a confetti popper before. I think it was a bit smaller and they stopped making them. So we've had to get these new ones in. It feels quite solid. It feels quite heavy. So I think there's probably a lot of confetti in there. These are something a little bit different. These are called balloon lights. They are specifically designed for balloons, and it's just a strand of lights that goes up when you tie it to a balloon.